This video was brought to you by Kilkerran. Joking, of course, this video is not brought to you by Kilkerran. It's brought to you by me, Neil, at the Whisky Trials. However, I will be chatting about the Kilkerran, and I'll be doing a couple of shout-outs as well. Get these shout-outs out of the way. Thank you so much, Alan Macallans. One of the guys always watches my videos, always comments, and he knows I love the heavily peated Kilkerran. I missed batch 4, this is batch 5, and this is batch 6. And Alan told me it was out, because I don't keep up with these kind of things, really bad at that. And he sent me a message and told me even where I could get it. I went on to said shop and I bought a bottle, and it turned out to be the last bottle that they had, so it was like perfect timing. I'm going to give them a little shout out as well. They're called craftbottleshop.co.uk. First time I used them, probably one of the fastest deliveries I had. I think I ordered it yesterday and it came today. Like, I ordered it fairly late on yesterday and it came today. Not only that, they gave me this free little sample, which is always appreciated. So it's a Brew-Dar, and if they're watching, come on guys, like, who can read that writing? Almost impossible. But yeah, it's a liqueur, so I shall enjoy that later, I think. So thanks to them, thanks for the speedy delivery, and thanks for the little freebie. Right, so I'm going to kind of compare these two. So I've had this one for a while, obviously, as you can see. I've been saving one just to probably compare to the next one. Who knows why I do anything for the most part. To the whiskey cam. So batch 5 on the left. Batch 6 on the right. That might be the opposite for you guys, actually. Alright, righty. So, not really going to do the whole review style again. I'm just going to sip these, enjoy them, and tell you what I think, really. None of the pretense, none of the usual nosing and palate and all that kind of stuff. I want to keep these videos short if I ever do them. So good. So this is batch 5. So tasty. It's still spirity as well. It's been sitting in the bottle for a while. I just watched a review, actually, some Canadian dude that was reviewing the batch 4, and he said that he didn't really like these too much. It was more of like he felt like it was a work in progress, like Kilkerran used to do, and it needed a bit more age in the cask, and a bit more time in the cask, a bit more age, and that's fine. I can go with that. But the thing for me is I like new make spirit. I like to drink new make spirit. I find a lot of the characteristics and flavour in a malt in there. So there's a balance to me when you have new make. This is when you can really tell. So you have the new make from the distillery, and then you try one of their non-age statements, and there's a distinct balance. I did it recently, actually, with a Lindor's malt, and I was like, whoa, there's so much new make in there. It felt like it needed more time. It only felt like it needed more time because I had the new make first, and then I tried the dram, and I was like, oh, that's very new makey. So if you've not, I think, you know, when I haven't done it that way, and I've just had the dram itself, I'm kind of like, oh, I quite like that, because I do quite like new make. But there is that balance to be found, and personally, I think that the Kilkerran Heavily Peated actually does it really well. And yes, there is spirit there. Obviously, there is going to be spirit there. It is still very, very strong alcohol. It's nearly 60%. What is this? Batch 5 is 57.7, and the batch 6 is 57.4. So very spirity, very new make, heavy leaning towards, not been in the cask that long, so it's only to be expected. But if you like those kind of flavours, then you will appreciate it, as I do. A lot of honey and like roasted sweetness. It's like you put honey on, and like an earthiness as well. So it's like you put honey on parsnips and roast them in the oven. Yeah, it's super good. It is super nice. Back up. So. Always a big mouth feel. Ooh! With this one, it's like coffee. Like fresh ground coffee beans, straight away. Dark chocolate. A sweetness with honey. Oh man, wow, that's so good. I'm trying to remember this one. It's been so long since I opened this, as you can tell. Only got a couple of drams left in it. I'm harking back to when I opened this and what I thought of it. Can't really remember, if I'm honest. I don't know if I took any notes. There's something there. It's like green grass, fresh. Freshly spun sugar, you know, just everything's fresh about it. It's just like everything's just been made. It's good. Does have a bite, does have some pepper. Is quite spicy, I find, this batch 5. Definitely Szechuan pepper, definitely numbing that big alcohol ABV hit. There's no water in this. I'm not going to do water just now. So that, yeah, 57.7 hitting home there. But yeah, all sorts of stuff coming through. Citrusy. I kind of feel like it's almost like piney. I feel like I'm kind of walking through the woods and I'm smelling a pine cone, or maybe I've got a bit of sap on my finger and I've touched my mouth. That kind of thing. I'm noticing as I'm drinking these that the batch 6 is much darker. You can actually see it there. I can see it on my screen. I'll push these right up. As long as it doesn't focus on my face. Go away. Oh, damn you, Sonny. There you go. Sonny's got amazing autofocus. So you can see that's the batch 6 there that I'm shaking. It's much darker. Why? I don't know. Honestly, not looked into these drams much at all. I don't remember anything from the sort of previous ones. The other videos I've done 1 to 3, and then Alan gave me the batch 4 sample. But anyway, batch 6. Ooh, very different. This one's much more toffee caramel. Yeah, toffee apples, fairgroundy. I wonder if this one's got more of a sherry influence in it. Honestly, don't know. Comment. Please give me some comments. Yeah, give me some comments if you know. Educate me. I'm just going purely on the sort of smells and tastes here. I haven't looked into these, so any info that you've got, please share it. But yeah, definitely much more sweetness. Actually reminds me more of a kind of peaty Glendronach. Oh, that's different. Not sure. So I would say as well that this is only the second pour out of the bottle. Really enjoyed the first one just before I made this video. Top quality, top notch dram. So if you can still find it, buy it. It's in the £40 to £50 mark. I think I paid 46 or 47 delivered. So yeah, well worth it. But yeah, what's this one all about? It is sweeter. Feels less fresh. Still spirity though. I'm leaning right now, tasting these as they are. Maybe the 6 needs a little bit more airtime. I'm leaning towards the 5, simply because it feels like it's got a little bit more depth of flavour. The youthful character of this batch 6 might be dominating a little bit, and that could well be because, you know, this dram has been sitting in the bottle for ages, so, you know, maybe it's just had a chance to kind of cool down and calm down. So it'll be interesting to leave this one for, you know, 5-10 minutes and see how it goes. But obviously ain't nobody got time for that on YouTube. But yeah, I'll report back in the comments, because I'll leave one sitting and see what like. Yeah, a lot going on. It feels it definitely feels less fresh. Feels less. Feels like, you know, if it's a dessert, it's a dessert that's more mature. You know, like more Christmas cake and less fresh spun sugar. Like I said with the batch 5. Definitely still got some heat. Still got some burn on tongue. Definitely at this stage leaning to batch 5. Again, you know, with the lighter colour, maybe longer in the bourbon cask. Maybe that's just what I'm liking, or what suited the spirit for me at that point in time. Not entirely sure. It's a difficult one for me with sherried stuff that gets peated. It's not always. Doesn't always hit the spot for me. Bourbon and peat, yeah, all good, but sometimes the sherry kind of misses the mark. It's funny though, I really enjoyed this when I first opened it and I had the first dram. I was like, yes, good old Kilkerran, good old heavily peated, lovely dram, nice, warming, everything that you kind of want. You know, good value. Spirity, but, you know, not so much that you're like, oh, this just tastes like new make. But comparing it to the batch 5, I'm kind of like, oh wow, that's quite a mega difference, quite a big difference. Well, what can I say? Both amazing drams. I know I'm going to enjoy this batch 6. I already am. I think I'm going to leave a dram sitting for a little bit, and for the rest of this evening I'll probably finish off this batch 5 because it seems to have reached some kind of sweet spot, sitting in this bottle for, I don't know, probably is it a year? Do they only heavily peated do once a year? Can't remember, don't know. Not a Kilkerran expert, not a I'm not a whiskey expert, so yeah, I don't really know, and I've been really out of touch with all things whiskey for a bit. I've just kind of not been following releases, not chasing those bottles, not getting the FOMO, just taking it as it comes. And yeah, again, thanks to Alan for highlighting this bottle. I really do enjoy the Kilkerran Heavily Peated. Enjoyed every bottle I've had, all but one, like I said. So yeah, missed out on the batch 4, but Alan kindly gave me a sample. But had all the others, enjoyed them greatly. So if you can get a hold of any of the batches, any single one, you will enjoy it. And yeah, I want to get that that feeling I got from the first one though, which was just like burnt marshmallows on a campfire. Really took me back. Like I could just close my eyes and I was just, I was camping in front of a campfire with a stick, and the marshmallow, and trying not to make it burn, but of course you try and cook it too quickly, and oof, there it goes, the sugar is ignited, and you still eat it anyway. It's hot, it burns your face. It's just like a Kilkerran, it's hot, kind of burns your face a little bit, but it's got that really nice sweetness and burnt note. Last one, it's been getting a little bit of air. Definitely more caramels, I think, in this, more toffees. I think if I leave this for a little while, or maybe put a bit of water in it as well, I think it's going to open up with the depth of flavours and the sweetness. For me though, still think the paler, probably more bourbon cask orientated one hits the spot for me. So there you go. Quick Kilkerran video. Not sponsored, and yeah, Slàinte.